Hello everyone. Today we shall be reading a little book together called Etiquette for Little Folks. It was published in the 1850's in America, and it's a children's book, and it's about how one should behave if one were to be a nice, good American child in the 1850's. So I have gone ahead, or maybe should turn down the BGM a bit. There we go. Oh, hello Arclados. Hello. Arclados. Hello Arclados. Yes. Well, we'll see. I have gone ahead and made a little tier list. You can see here. I made a little tier list in PowerPoint. And I'm going to be ranking the contents of this little rulebook according to how I usually behave. So let's go. The book is segmented into a few different sections. For example, behavior at home, or at table, at church, or whatever. So I've gone ahead and screenshotted. Oops. Yeah, gone ahead and screenshot all these and colored them different colors. So let's begin. First off, rules for good behavior at home. Well, let's see. First one. Never enter the house with your hat on, and always bow to any strangers you may meet at home. Well, for the first half, I don't usually wear hats in general, so I don't think that's really applicable to me. But always bow to any strangers you may meet at home. Well, if I happen to meet a stranger at home, I would either hide in my room and hope they didn't spot me, or try to get them to leave. It's either one of the two. It's either one of the two. I really do not like guests in my home. I know, it just feels weird. I think my family also tends to not like having guests at home. It's not that the guests are rude or whatever. It's just we're just kind of quiet, you know. So I'd say over my dead body. Yeah, bowing to any strangers I meet at home would be the last thing that I'd do, probably. Well, if you pass by your parents at any place where you see them, either by themselves or with company, always bow to them. Well, I don't think anyone in their right mind would bow to their parents nowadays. My parents would probably go like, what are you doing? What do you want? What's wrong? So yeah. I mean, if my parents wanted me to bow to them, I guess I don't mind. I wouldn't really mind that much. I mean, it's extra exercise, right? Exercise your waist. But usually, nah. Okay, next one. If you wish to speak to your parents and see them engage in discourse with company, draw back and leave your business till afterwards. But if it is really necessary to speak to them, be sure to whisper. I'd say I always do this. Yeah. Yeah, I always do this. I mean, it's just respectful, right? I mean, I wouldn't want to disrupt people's conversations. Yeah, I also whisper to my parents if I really need to talk to them and they're talking to someone else. Because I don't want other people to overhear our conversation. Like, say I always do this. Let's put this here. Never speak to your parents without some title of respect as sir, madam, etc. Yeah, no. No, that's just weird. That's just weird. Oh, so weird. Imagine referring to your parents as sir and madam. Oh, already done this. Well, I just had lunch. I had udon for lunch. It was pretty good. Dispute not nor delay to obey your parents' commands. Well, I'm not very good at this. I'd say sometimes. I mean, sometimes if I really don't want to do something, I'll just like procrastinate. I think that's normal, right? So that's okay. That's okay. Go not out of doors without your parents' leave, and be sure to return by the limited time. The first half, I definitely do. I always do. But the second half, I usually don't follow. I'm that kind of person who is very easily, I don't know, who tends to be late for a lot of things. Like in secondary school, I would be the kind of student who enters the school gates the moment the bell rings. Yeah, I was that kind of person. And I was in the school orchestra and I played the bass clarinet. And it's pretty damn heavy. The case was pretty damn big and pretty damn heavy, and I'd be like carrying this huge bass clarinet case and then running to school, and I had to, like, there was a footbridge in front of our school, and I'd had to run up the stairs onto the footbridge and run back down while lugging this huge bass clarinet and then just rushing to school. Yeah, so going to school in the morning had always been a huge workout session for me. That's like 80% of the week's exercise for me. So yeah, anyway, I'm usually late for things. I'd say sometimes. Yeah. Never grumble or show discontent at anything your parents appoint, speak or do. I mean, it depends on the thing that they're appointing me to do, right? I mean, if it's something that I think is doesn't make sense or I don't want to do, I just tell them, right? Yeah. So I think but I think most of the time I wouldn't do this. I follow this rule most of the time, I think. Well, if any command or errand is given you to perform, do it with alacrity. I had to Google this word because I was skimming through the book a bit yesterday to just check to see if there were any weird things in it or whatever. And I came across this word and I didn't know what it meant, so I had to Google it, and apparently it means like with like cheerfully and like speedily. Yeah, I did not know what this word meant. Apparently my vocabulary is worse than an 8-year-old's in the 19th century, which is not something to be proud of at all. But anyway, Um, I'd say sometimes. I tend to procrastinate. If it's something that I happen to care about doing, or if it's like a short, brisk task, then I think I'd be able to do it quickly. Do it with alacrity. Otherwise, I don't think so, no. Bear with meekness and patience, and without murmuring or sullenness, your parents' reproofs or corrections, even if it should sometimes happen, that they are undeserved. Nah. I mean, if they make sense, then sure. But if I think what they say isn't making sense, I just I wouldn't listen. Yeah, I'm a very stubborn person. If I think what they're saying doesn't make sense, I just like not follow it. I just tell them straight away. So, I think maybe it should be somewhere in between sometimes and nah. Yep. Now we're almost done with behaviour at home. Never make faces or contortions, nor grimaces while anyone is giving you commands. I think I follow this most of the time. Nothing much to say about this, I don't think. Never take another's chair. If it be vacated for a short time, it is impolite. Well, since this is rules for good behaviour at home, I can say with great confidence that I always follow this. But when I'm like outside with my friends, I like to steal my friends' chairs. I do it a lot. I do it a lot. You know, it's funny, right? It's funny, right? Like your friend kind of leaves for a moment, and then 2 seconds later they come back and the chair's taken, and I'd just be sitting there going like, oh, hello, welcome back. Oh, what? Your chair? No, I haven't seen it. No, not sure where your chair might be. Yeah, anyway, how have you been in the last 2 seconds that you were gone? Yeah, but at home I don't take my family members' chairs. I'm a very, very nice family member. Also, I have my own chair at home. So we all have our own chairs. Yeah. Never quarrel with your brothers and sisters, but live in peace and amity. I don't have siblings. So I think I can throw this away. It doesn't apply to me. Use respectful and courteous language towards all the domestics. Never be domineering nor insulting, for it is the mark of an ignorant and purse-proud child. I don't have any domestics. But if I did, I think I would certainly be respectful towards them. I mean, it's a good habit to be respectful towards, anyone you meet. I think that's like a general rule, right? It doesn't only apply to domestics, right? Well, anyway, this doesn't apply to me. Oh, next topic, at table. What does the book have to say about table manners? Let us see. Come not to table without having your hands and face washed and your hair combed. No, I don't wash my hands before meals. I hardly ever wash my hands before meals. I know it's a bad habit, But yeah, no. Nah. I mean, if my hands were like exceptionally dirty, I would wash them. But usually I wouldn't. Sit not down until your elders are seated. It is unbecoming to take your place first. Well, that makes sense. I'd say I follow this sometimes with closer family members because they don't care, so I don't care either. But if it's at a more formal occasion, I definitely follow this, I'd say. Sometimes. Offer not to carve for yourself or to take anything, even though it may be something you much desire. Well, well, I certainly wouldn't take all of it. But you know, sometimes food is just too good. Sometimes food is just too good. I love to eat, especially if it's beans. I love beans. I want to take all the beans. Yes, sorry. Yes, I would take all the beans, but apart from beans, I usually don't do this. So I'd say most of the time. Yeah. Doesn't apply for beans. But anything else, I think. Yeah. Ask not for anything, but tarry till it be offered to you. Yeah. No, I don't think this applies. I think I just take whatever I want, right? I think like normally in a modern household you can just take whatever food you like as long as you leave some for other people, right? I'd say no. What's next? Find no fault with anything that is given you. I'd say sometimes. But I think it's nice to give constructive feedback, right? Like, I'm assuming this is about like mostly food, right? It's good to give constructive feedback. I think the other person would appreciate it if you give constructive feedback about their cooking, right? When you are helped, be not the first to eat. I would put it between always and most of the time. When I'm at home, me and my family members don't really care. So like they don't really care about whoever eats first. So sometimes it's me, sometimes it's not. But when I'm outside, I always wait for other people to start eating first. Yeah. It's also partly because when I'm outside, like in a restaurant or something, somehow the environment makes me kind of, well, not drowsy, but I can't really focus very well. So then I'd be worried if I was eating something the wrong way, or putting my like adding the wrong sauce to my food or whatever. So I would wait for a couple of other people to start eating first, and then I'd observe how they eat the particular thing that I want to eat, and then I eat. Yeah, and sometimes when it comes to table manners, I like to observe how the other people at the table like do things. Like do they just I don't know. Do they just like grab the food, or do they like cut it a certain way? Do they like, because when it comes to table manners, different people have different standards. So I like to observe how the people do first. Okay. Speak not at table. If others are discoursing, meddle not with the matter, but be silent except when spoken to. I think I follow this rule very well, because I don't know what to say. Not that I'm actively trying to observe this rule, but I just don't know what to say. Yeah, I really just don't know what to say. If you wish anything from the servants, call them softly. Yep, always. Nothing much to say about that. Eat not too fast. Oh, hello, Frozen. Hello, Frozen. Frozen 1011. Hi, Frozen. Yes, we're talking about how bad of a child I would have been if I were born in the 1850s. Eat not too fast, nor with greedy behaviour. Most of the time. I'm a rather slow eater. I'm a relatively slow eater. But if it's beans, then I can't help myself. Especially natto. I love natto. Do you guys know what natto is? It's a kind of Japanese bean. It's very sticky. It's Japanese fermented bean. It's so good. Oh, natto. Oh, bean. I love natto. Okay, calm down. Oh. Eat not too much, but moderately. Most of the time. I don't eat a lot. I don't think I eat a lot. Yeah. Eat not so slowly as to make others wait for you. Ah. Well, no. I try to eat fast, but like other people just eat too fast. Yeah, other people just eat way too fast. I don't know how they do it. When I'm out eating with friends, like having lunch or whatever, I'd usually be like one of the last people to finish. It's not that I don't want to eat fast, I just can't. Make not a noise with your tongue, mouth, lips or breath in eating or drinking. I think I follow this rule fairly well. It's a bit harder with soup, I think. It's a bit more difficult with soup, but for most other things I think I follow it pretty well. I'm pretty sure in like Western table manner, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure in Western table manner, it's okay to like slurp while you're having noodles. I know in Japanese table manner it's even considered a good thing. It's like complimenting the chef's cooking if you slurp while you're having your noodles. I don't know. I have a large mouth so I can 3 to 4 bite a 1/4 pound burger. 1/4 pound burger. How? I'm not sure how large of a burger that would be. Let me Google. Burger. Ooh. Oh wow, it still looks pretty big. Oh, I suppose you do have a large mouth then. Oh. Oh, it isn't. It's seen as disgusting. Oh, okay. Oh. Well, I guess I'll have to put it here then. Yeah, I'm kind of not so good at this. Oh. Be sure never to speak with food in your mouth. Yeah, always. Because I don't know what to say. I don't really have much to say at meals. So I think it's kind of gross. I don't want people to see my like half chewed food while I talk. Endeavour so to eat that none may see your food while chewing. Well, same point. Same point. Yep. Oh, there are a lot of table manner rules in this book. There are like 30, over 30, 39. Yeah, there are 39. Oh. Stare not in the face of anyone, especially your elders at the table. It depends on the situation. If it's a formal meal, I definitely try not to make eye contact with anyone because I don't want to draw attention. Yeah, sorry about that. That was my table cracking. Yeah, but when I'm eating with friends, I often get caught staring at people while they're eating. I know it sounds weird, but it's really not, right? Because, you know, when we all order different foods, I want to kind of... I get curious about how the other people's food tastes like. But I can't taste it myself, because it's not mine, right? So I kind of just stare at them and observe how they're eating their food and their facial expression to kind of gauge what kind of taste their food has. Like, oh, that looks pretty good and they look pretty happy. Oh, that must be sour food. Sour with lemon juice maybe? Lime juice? Yeah. That's the kind of thing I do. And then people just go, wait, are you staring at me while I'm eating? What's wrong with you? Yeah, it's kind of a bad habit of mine. I think I'm kind of better at it now, but say sometimes. Where was I? Oh, here. Lean not your elbow on the table, nor on the chair back. Oh, not on the chair back. Oh, okay. Most of the time, like, I know this rule, the, like, no elbows on the table rule, but sometimes I just can't be bothered. My elbows need a rest. Spit not, cough not, nor blow your nose at the table, if it can be avoided. But if it be necessary, do it aside and without noise. Oh, nowadays with the pandemic going on, if anyone's coughing at the table, I think they'd be like immediately cancelled. Yeah, I try not to do that. It's kind of gross. It's kind of gross. Oh. 18th rule. Stuff not your mouth so much as to fill your cheeks. Be content with small mouthfuls. Oh. Most of the time, unless it's beans. or when I'm hungry. Yeah, but most of the time I think I'm fine. Blow not your food when too hot, but wait with patience till it becomes cool. I don't think anyone follows this now. No, I want to eat. I don't want to wait, I want to eat. No, nothing can stand between me and food. I'd rather shove it straight in my mouth and then like breathe with my mouth open than do that, really. spit not forth anything that is not convenient to be swallowed, such as the stones of plums, cherries, or the like, but with your left hand neatly move them to the side of your plate. I'm not sure what the second half means. Does it? I don't know. Can anyone tell me what this what the second half of this rule means? I don't really know what it means. Oh, Mud, what an interesting name for a VTuber. Well, I can tell you about my name's origins. It's partly inspired by my real life name, but not really too close. I also thought, because I also thought it would be an interesting name, and it's kind of easy to remember as well. It's easier to remember than those like really long like Japanese sounding names, because if you're targeting the international market, most people probably wouldn't know Japanese, right? So I thought, you know, Mud, it's short, it's simple, it kind of sounds a bit like my real life name. You know, why not? Yeah, I can't understand either. Yeah, I can't. I don't know what this means. Well, anyway, for the first half, I just spit it out. You don't expect me to swallow it, right? But I have heard of stories where, you know, because it's considered rude to spit out something that has been in your mouth in Japanese table manner. I confirmed this with a Japanese friend, because I read it online, but I confirmed it with a friend, and he said, yeah, it's considered rude. So I've heard of stories where, like, say, like, a Japanese girl and guy go out on a date, and then the guy sees the Japanese girl, like, swallow, like, a plum or a cherry whole because she doesn't want to spit out the stone. And then the guy's like, wow, this girl is very polite, very nice. This is also the reason why, I mean, of course I'm not an expert in this, but I confirmed with a Japanese friend. This is also the reason why Japanese chopsticks have a sharper tip. Like, as opposed to Chinese chopsticks have a kind of like duller tip. Japanese chopsticks have a rounder, sharper tip. It's for you to like kind of pick out fish bones and whatnot from your food, so you don't have to like put it in your mouth and spit it back out. Yeah. Alright, so anyway, yeah, no. I'm definitely spitting that stone out. I'm not gonna swallow it whole. Fix not your eye upon the plate of another, nor upon the food on the table. I can't really do that. My eye naturally wanders to food. It's a bit difficult not to be curious about food. Lift not up your eyes, nor roll them about while you are drinking. I'd say I always follow this. I mean, I don't want to spill my drink accidentally because I wasn't looking at it. So I kind of just try to make sure I don't spill my drink. I mean, same, yeah. Usually you'd spit out the stone, right? It's not like I'm not like those like, I don't know, like what do you call those people? Like those people who swallow swords for like as a performing art or something. No, those are pretty cool though. I wonder how they do it. Yeah, must be really scary. Takes a lot of skill, I imagine. Bend your body a little downward to your plate when you move anything that is carried to your mouth. I'm trying to recall an instant when I didn't follow this rule. I'm pretty sure I always do this. Oh, head, yeah, my body, nope. I'm pretty sure I bend my body a little as well. Yeah, it's a bit hard just to move my head. I don't think my neck is flexible enough. I think I do bend my body a little bit. Yeah. So always. Oh, I think it's looking pretty good so far. I mean the always part. I mean the trend is kind of like going like this, right? We've got a little slope here. I think it's a good sign. Look not earnestly on anyone that is eating. Well, sometimes it's kind of similar to the don't stare at other people rule, right? Think. Yeah, say sometimes. Gnaw not bones at the table, but clear them with your knife, unless very small, and hold them not with the whole hand, but with 2 fingers. I think I do try to do this. Yeah. I do try to clear them with my knife and or maybe fork and spoon or whatever utensils I have on hand. Because I can't be bothered to go wash my hands and then you know, I can't be bothered to wash my hands. And if I do have to hold them, I do try to use as little fingers as possible. Yeah, I guess I'm just I'm a little bit of a clean freak when it comes to food. Yeah. So I'd say I always do this. Drink not with anything in your mouth. Yep, I always do this. Unless I'm in private. In private, I sometimes drink while having food in my mouth. Because sometimes it's easier, with very tough food, it's easier when you've got a bit of water in your mouth to chew it down with. Sorry, gonna get a bit of water. Nice. Before and after you drink, wipe your mouth with your napkin. Yes, I do this. And I get really annoyed when people don't. There's still bits of, I don't know, food and sauce and grease on your lips, right? And if you drink without wiping your mouth, then you're mixing up all the food and sauces and grease on your lips with your drink. And that just ruins the drink. Yeah, no, I wish everyone did this. Yeah, please do this. Do this. Guys, do this. Okay? It makes a world of difference. It really does. Please do this. Okay, always. Never pick your teeth at the table, always. kind of embarrassing to do at the table. Never drink till you have quite emptied your mouth, and do not drink often. Yep. Oh, do not drink often. How often is often? How often is often? I don't know what that specifically means. I don't think I drink often. I don't think I drink often. I'll just put it in most of the time because I'm not sure. Enter not in company without a bow. No, I don't think anyone does that. Yeah, I don't think anyone does that. Oh, we're almost done. We're at 32. We still have seven more to go. 7 more to go. Be careful not to turn your back to any, but place yourself so that none will be behind you. Yes. I mean, under any normal circumstance, you wouldn't be eating with your back to anyone, right? You'd usually eat facing the table, right? I don't see how this could happen in a like normal meal. Lean not on the chair of a superior standing behind him. Always. I try not to lean on chairs that people are sitting on, because what if they suddenly stand up? You know, I mean, I don't want to fall, you know. Yeah. Touch not, nor look upon the books or writings of another, unless the owner invite or desire it. I try to follow this on the surface, but sometimes I can't help but look. Humans are naturally curious creatures, and so are personified plants, apparently. So, yeah, I'd say most of the time, but sometimes there are rare instances where I just can't help it. Come not near when another reads a letter or another paper. It's kind of similar to this, to that one, right? It's kind of similar. Let your countenance be moderately cheerful, neither laughing nor frowning. Most of the time. I mean, if something extremely funny happens, I can't help but laugh. Let's say I'm able to follow this most of the time. Yeah. To look upon one in company, and immediately after whisper to another, is unmannerly. Yeah, I'd say I always follow this. Yeah, it's kind of weird otherwise. It's kind of weird and awkward. Yeah. Oof. We're running out of space in the always column. I suppose it means I'm a good kid. Let me shrink my stuff a little bit. Let's order them a bit better. Oh. I'm performing better than I would have expected in the beginning. Oh, very nice. Ah, good. Well, that was satisfying. Oh, this is a little bit covered. Let me put this here. There we go, nice. Next Whisper not in company, be not frontward and fretful among your equals, but gentle and affable. Yeah, I think I always follow this. Yeah. Again, I don't have much to whisper about. I'm not a very talkative person. If you cannot avoid gaping, shut your mouth with your hand or a handkerchief before it, turning the face aside. Sometimes. I mean, I try to do it, but sometimes my yawns come too suddenly and I don't have the time to react. Is that normal? Is that normal? So sometimes, I know, I just suddenly yawn and, yeah. Yeah, sometimes it just can't be helped. Let's put this here. Oh, yes, we are done. Next is among other children. Among other children. Yes. I don't think I was a very popular kid back in primary school, so not sure how I'm gonna fare in this part. As near as may be, converse not with any but those that are good, sober, and virtuous. Evil communications corrupt good manners. I think I follow this most of the time. Yeah. Yeah, I try not to talk to rude people, if that makes sense. I mean, it's just not nice, right? Because they're rude. Why would you talk to someone who's rude, right? Reprove your companions as often as there shall be occasion for wicked actions or indecent expressions. I try to do it. Yeah. Like, I try to do it, but it's hard, right? Sometimes it's just hard. Because, you know, peer pressure and worrying about how others would perceive you. You know, if you stand up against, you know, something that they did that you think is wrong. Yeah, I wish I mean, I could have done it more often when I was a kid, but yeah, I think most of the time I would do it. Yeah, sometimes it's hard. Sometimes it's hard. Be willing to take those words or actions as jesting which you have reason to believe were designed as such. What does this mean? I don't know what this means. Does it mean like learn to take a joke? Is that what this means? I don't know. Assuming this means learn to take a joke, I'd say probably most of the time. Yeah. Yeah, I am able to take a joke, but unless it goes too far. I mean, according to my definition of jokes, yes, I'm able to take a joke. But then I suppose that doesn't mean much because you're using my own definition. If your companion be a little too sarcastic in speaking, strive not to take notice of it or be moved at all by it. Well, if someone is being sarcastic to me, I would absolutely, totally not be sarcastic back at them at all. Yeah. I am totally not a sarcastic person. Yeah, absolutely not. Yeah. That was sarcasm, by the way. Might not be very good at expressing it. That was sarcasm. Say, yeah, no, I'm definitely gonna be sarcastic back at them. Definitely. Really? Really? Abuse him not, either by word or deed. I'm assuming that means don't be a bully, right? Don't be a bully. I don't think I was a bully. I think I was a nice person. I think I was more... I was being bullied more than I was actually bullying people. So what? What? Yeah, I'm assuming this means don't bully people. Do you guys have other other interpretations of this? I'm not exactly certain what this means. Assuming this means don't bully people. Deal justly among those who are your... Oh, I should really save, shouldn't I? Oh, sorry about that. That was my keyboard drawer. Yep, save. I want to lose my tier list. Deal justly among those who are your equals, as solid. Huh. I know what solicit is, but I don't know how to pronounce this long word. I know what solicitously. Solicit. Yeah. I don't know where to put the accent. I'm assuming it's solicitously. As if you were a man with men, and about business of high importance. I don't think I knew this word when I was 8, but apparently 1850's kids were more well versed in English than I was when I was a kid. I do think I was just as a kid. Yeah, I was certainly more just than other kids. I went to an all-girls school, and as you might imagine, in a place with only girls, and a lot of them at that, wasn't exactly a very, very friendly atmosphere. There was a lot of kind of, you know, yeah, like kind of girl style bullying. I think boys would be more like rowdy, right, in their styles of like bullying or making fun of people, right? With girls it's hard to tell sometimes. With girls it's like, especially like kids as well, it's it'll be subtle bullying. You can't really tell from the surface. But it's going on. It's going on. But I think I was just... Yeah, I still am a just person, I think. Be not selfish altogether, but kind, free and generous to others. I think I am kind. I'm not sure what being free to others mean. In terms of generosity, I think I'm average. But I have to say I am a selfish person. I admit I am a selfish person. I'll just put this in sometimes because I'm not too sure where to put this. I'm gonna put this in sometimes. I'm gonna put this in a gap to make it look like I don't have that many sometimes on the list. Avoid sinful and unlawful recreations and all such as prejudice the welfare of body and or mind. Well, interesting story. I had a rebellious phase when I was a kid. I would kind of sneak into places where I was not supposed to go. Yeah. I guess that's unlawful, right? I guess that's unlawful. Yeah. So maybe I'll put this in sometimes. But I think now I'm much more lawful. I think now I just can't be bothered. Like, the thrill of it doesn't move me as much as it did when I was a kid. But I do break rules if it's like convenient to me and if I think the rule doesn't make sense. Scorn not nor laugh at any because of their infirmities, nor affix to anyone a vexing title of contempt and reproach, but pity such as are pity such as are so visited, whatever that means, and be glad that you are otherwise distinguished. Sorry, I had a burp there. Distinguished and favoured. I think that this is a very, very long and wordy way to say, don't laugh at people. Don't make fun of people. I don't make fun of people. I'm a very nice person. And I am running out of space. Let's see if I can move everything back a bit. Oh. Yes, of course. Yeah, don't make fun of people. It's very rude. Be nice. Move everything back. Oof. Move everything back. There we go. Very nice. Oh, next one. In school. Oh, this is going to be interesting. How am I supposed to behave in school? Let's see. Oh. Bow at entering, especially if the teacher's present. I definitely bow if the teacher's present. Unless it's that kind of cool teacher that doesn't care. But if the teacher's not present, I definitely do not bow, because it's weird. Yeah. So I'd say, oh, what did I do? I'd say sometimes. Yeah, I'd say sometimes. Walk quietly to your own seat and move not from one place to another till school time be over. I do walk quietly to my own seat because I don't really have much to say. But I definitely move around. Well, not in class, of course, but like during breaks and stuff. I mean, certainly that's normal, but maybe it's not the case in the 1850s. Yeah, I like to walk around at school. I think it's very nice. It's nice to, you know, get some exercise in and kind of refresh your mind. So I'd say sometimes. Yeah, this probably should belong under sometimes. If your teacher be conversing with a stranger, stare not at them nor listen to their talk. Yes, he do be conversing. Yeah, I definitely do not stare, but I might listen because I'm curious. Yes, I mean, I certainly would not stare while listening because that just makes it obvious that you are listening. But sometimes I do listen. There, sometimes. Water break. Interrupt not your teacher while a stranger or visitor is with him, but defer any defer any question or request till he be at leisure. Always. I don't want to have to talk to a stranger because I'm shy. I'm a shy little plant. I don't want to talk to no stranger. Yeah. Okay. If your teacher speak to you, rise up and bow, making your answers standing. Well, it very much depends on the teacher. I know some teachers who prefer their students to just like answer while sitting. But some teachers prefer if you rise up. I don't know of any teachers who want you to bow before every answer. So I'd say sometimes. I don't know if teachers nowadays still like their students to bow before answering anything. It's a bit of a waste of time if you ask me. If a stranger speak to you in school, I don't know, at least not here. Yeah, not at my school either. If a stranger speak to you in school, stand up and answer with the same respect and ceremony, both of word and gesture, as if you were speaking to your teacher. Yeah, no. They're a stranger, not a teacher. Why should I treat them like a teacher? It's an interesting thing, actually. Funny story. Well, not funny, but interesting story. When I was in primary school, because my primary school was kind of relatively famous in the area, there was one day our principal made an announcement to like everyone in the primary school. So our principal said there were strangers at the gates of our school trying to interview our students without the school's permission. Not sure what's going on there. That was a little bit weird. But so our principal pretty much told us to like kind of just like not answer them. Yeah, kind of suspicious, not sure what was going on there. But yeah, no, if a stranger just shows up at my school and starts speaking to me, I would report them to the school authorities because strangers are not supposed to be in my school. Yeah, nah. No, actually no, over my dead body. You're a stranger in my school, you don't deserve my respect. Guests are different. Like, guests in my school deserve every respect. Strangers, no. When I was in secondary school, I was in the hospitality team. Yeah, I was in the hospitality team. And so I had to like introduce guests to the school and stuff. It was pretty fun. I mainly did it because our school had this VR kit. And every time a guest or guests would come, our school would show off our VR kit to them. And we let them like play little mini games on the VR kit and stuff. And then after the guests have all left, I would go and play them myself. Because the teachers, like the IT teachers who were there, were very nice. So every time after the guests leave, they go like, hey, Mud, would you like to have a go? And I'm like, yeah, I want to have a go, even though it's like my 10th time. But yeah, I'd like to have a go. And then I just, play with the VR kit. Yeah, very good reason to stay in the hospitality team. Make not haste out of school, but soberly retire when your turn comes without hurry or noise. Yeah, I think I follow this most of the time, unless I'm in a hurry to get somewhere. Otherwise, I follow it most of the time. Go not rudely home through the streets. Stand not talking with boys who delay you, but go quietly home, and with all convenient speed. Do you guys go rudely home through the streets? It's a bit of a weird thing to do. No, I do not go rudely home through the streets. And that's a bit of a weird thing to do. I am out of space. So I think after this topic I'm gonna open a new tier list. Because we're pretty much out of space. I'll just leave this here. I can't be bothered to move everything. Oh, that was the last one. Oh, okay, cool. I think I'm going to copy this tier list and delete everything. I think I can just do this, right? I think I can just do this. Delete. Oh no, I deleted the background picture. Oof. Well, this is annoying. Sorry about that. Oh, no. Speed click, let's go. Mouse clicking ASMR. Oh, I've been trying to sing recently. I haven't actually tried to sing seriously in a while, not since like 13, because that's the last time I had a music lesson at school. Yeah. But anyway, I've been trying to sing recently. Oh no, I broke it! What did I do? Oh no. Oh, there we go. Does this work? Yes. Alright, anyway. Next topic is at church. I don't know if you guys are religious. I certainly was not religious, but I went to a religious school, so I have had plenty of church experiences in my school days. Yeah. See here, walk quietly and soberly to the pew, run not nor go playing. No, yeah, I don't run around in the chapel. I definitely do not do that. I don't think anyone does that because no one wants to get scolded by the teachers. Yeah. Sit where you are directed by your parents, or in my case, my teachers. Yes, I do that. Change not seats, but continue in the place where you are desired. Yep. Always. I actually didn't really enjoy attending mass back when I was in like secondary school, but I really like the smell of the thingy that they swing around at the end of mass. I forgot what it's called. Do you guys know what it's called? It smells so nice, you know. Like near the end, the priest would go like swinging some thingy, and then there'd be like smoke. There'd be like some kind of white greyish smoke, and it smells so good. I love it so much. Yeah, every time I go to mass, the one thing that I'm looking forward to was that. Yeah. Talk not in church, fix your eye upon the minister, let it not wildly wander to gaze on any person or thing. I don't talk in church. I do not fix my eye upon the minister. I fix my eye upon, I don't know, wherever. I just kind of daydream. I know it's not very respectful, but I'm not religious, so I'm not really interested in what he's saying. I just kind of daydream. I'd say no, or sometimes. I mean, I follow most of these. I just don't pay attention to what's going on. Oh, this is a long one. Attend diligently to the words of the minister. Pray with him when he prays, at least in your heart. And while he's preaching, listen attentively, that you may remember. Be not hasty to run out of the church after the worship is ended, as if you were weary of being there. Yeah, that is me at church. Yeah, I just like daydream. I don't know if I should say this because it's kind of rude. But I must confess, during mass I would sometimes fantasize about horny thoughts. They just kind of come into my mind and I can't stop thinking about them. It's not really good. It's kind of bad, right? Like in the house of the Lord, thinking indecent thoughts. Yeah, not really the best thing to do. Don't be like me. Don't be like me. I don't want to get cancelled on Twitch. And this is a cautionary tale. Okay, this is not a good example. So no, I just kind of daydream. Sorry. Throat's going a bit dry. Blah blah blah. Yeah, no, I don't pay attention. Don't pay attention at all. No. No. Walk decently and soberly home, without haste or playfulness, thinking upon what you have been hearing. Yeah, no. The moment I step out of the chapel, I instantly forget whatever little of the homily that I heard. It's not a good example. Don't be like me. I don't know if Twitch has any rules regarding like I don't know, talking about religion or whatever, but don't be like me, okay? It's very bad. It's disrespectful. When someone is having a speech, you like pay attention, okay? Always remember to be punctual at church. I do that because if I'm not punctual, then I get a penalty from the teacher. So I'm always punctual at church. Never disturb the services by coming in after they have commenced. Yeah, I'm always punctual at church. In the street. Next topic, in the street. In the street. Walk quietly and unobtrusively in the street, neither singing, whistling, or shouting. Yes, I definitely do that. I don't. Yeah, like any regular person, I don't go around shouting on the street. Affront none, especially your elders, by word or deed. Oh, sorry, give me 1 second. Just want to log on to Twitch a bit. Make sure my stream isn't frozen. Oh, my stream is not frozen. Very nice. Very nice. Yep. Alright, anyway. Front none, especially your elders, by word or deed. Yes, most of the time, I guess. Yes. Oh, this is a slightly different colour from the rest. Oh. Or whatever. Jeer not at any person whatever. I'm kind of bad at this. When I see someone like tripping on the street, I kind of can't help but laugh. Or if I see someone like fucking up, like spilling their drink or whatever, I can't help but laugh. It's a bit mean. But it's funny, okay? It's comedic. There's a reason why these kinds of jokes keep appearing on like comedy shows, okay? It's because it's funny. There's a reason why like America's Funniest Home Videos show 90% of the time people like tripping. It's because there's something inherently funny about people tripping or fucking up. Oh. This is very long. Always give the right hand to your superiors, blah blah blah. When you either meet or walk with them, mind also to give them the war. In meeting or walking with them, for that is the upper hand. Though in walking, your superior should then be at your left hand. Always give the right hand to your superiors. Though in walking, your superior should then be at your left hand. I'm not sure what this is supposed to mean. Well, no matter what this is supposed to mean, I usually don't pay attention to whether the person I'm walking with is on my left or on my right. So I think no, don't think I pay attention to that. But when 3 persons walk together, the middle space is the most honourable. and a son may walk at his father's right hand while his younger brother walks at his left. Well, I mean, this does make sense, but I don't really follow it. No, I don't think people care, do they? I hope people don't care, because I haven't been following these walking rules. I'd say no. Yeah, I don't really pay attention. Give your superiors place to pass before you in any narrow place where two persons cannot pass at once. I mean, this is common sense, right? This is common sense. I'd say most of the time, because sometimes, like, for example, my close relatives, they don't really care. Like, whoever happens to be at a more convenient position to pass first, passes first. But if it's with someone I'm not very close with, then yeah. If you go with your parents, teacher, or any superior, go not playfully through the streets. I don't think I go playfully through the streets in any situation anyway. I'd say most of the time, probably. Ooh, next one. Pay your respects to all you meet, of your acquaintance or friends. If they're close friends, I definitely say hi and let them know. Sometimes I just stare at them until they notice me. It's kind of a prank. Sometimes if it's not someone I'm close with, I just like look down and pray that they don't notice I'm passing by. I think this would be a sometimes. It is impolite to stare at every unusual person or thing which you may see in the street, or to use any improper throat is really not wanting to stream today, is it? Or to use any improper postures, either of head, hands, feet, or body. I don't think I use any improper postures. Definitely don't give people the finger randomly while I'm walking down the street. I don't stare at people, but I love staring at dogs. I love to stare at dogs when I see them on the street. I stare at dogs all the time. Yes. And I love it even better when they stare back. I love to stare at dogs. Please, if I'm on the street and you're walking your dog, please try to walk at my pace so that I can stare at your dog for as long as I desire. Yes. Dogs. So anyway, I'd say most of the time, unless it's a dog. Unless it's a dog. If it's a dog, then it's going in the green zone. Okay. Before starting a new topic, I would like to grab some water. So I'm gonna go grab some water. Maybe I should put up a little word art notice since I'm using PowerPoint today. I think it'll be fitting to use some good old PowerPoint word art. Let's go. Grabbing water. That's not very word arty, is it? It's just kind of plain with this. Ah, there we go. Grabbing water. Very nice. Give me just a second. And I am back, feeling refreshed and without a dry throat. I think I should change my stream title to something more eye-catching, right? Let's do leave a chat and I'll make fun of your username. How about that? That's eye-catching enough, isn't it? Leave a chat and I'll make fun of your username. Or certainly people would love to be made fun of, right? Certainly being made fun of is the best feeling. Certainly everyone on Twitch is a masochist. Done. Let's see if people stop by, shall we? Alright, next topic is to your parents. Well, I think I have a pretty good relationship with my parents. Let's see what this is. Be humble, submissive, and obedient to those who have a just claim to your subjection by nature and providence. Such are parents, masters, or tutors, whose commands and laws have no other tendency than your truest good. Be always obsequious, whatever that means. Really should be feeling ashamed of myself. That's so many. That's so much vocabulary in a children's book that I do not know. Oh. Obsequious, obedient or attentive to an excessive or servile degree. Okay. And be always obsequious and respectful, never bold, insolent or saucy, either in words or gestures. Well, well, it's a very wordy way to say respect and obey your parents. I think I do it most of the time, or sometimes I really should. I don't think I'm a very obedient child. I'd say sometimes. Yeah. Yep. Right, next. Let your body be on every occasion pliable and ready to manifest in due and becoming ceremonies the inward reverence you bear towards those above you. I'm not sure I'm able to interpret this very well. See, I have an intelligence worse than that of a child because I do not know how to interpret this. What does this mean? Let your body be on every occasion pliable and ready to manifest in due and becoming ceremonies the inward reverence you bear towards those above you. Yeah, I still don't know what that means. I'll just put it in nah. Since I don't even know what it means, I'm definitely not doing it right. Oh. Next topic. I see there isn't really many rules regarding how you should treat your parents as a child. Two superiors. Let's see this. see this. Two superiors. Oh, what did I do? Oh, okay. It's getting a little bit dry, isn't it? Maybe I should start reading things in a funny voice. Maybe that would be more entertaining for you, right? I mean, if you're still here. Let me try to say it in an ooh voice. Among superior, speak not till you are spoken to, or are asked to speak. Well, I think... can't think of doing an ooh voice. My mind goes into ooh mode and I can't think. Well, yeah. I don't speak to superior until I am spoken to. Yeah, because I don't know what to say. Yeah. So superior. My superior always speak first. Hold not your hand, nor anything else before your mouth when you speaks. Come no very near the one you speak to. Well, I don't hold my hand before my mouth when I speak to anyone, because that's weird. I also don't go very near to the one I speak to, because it's weird. Like what if I don't know, what if I smell bad, or you know, what if I have bad breath or something, and then they're gonna notice. It's not good. I want people to notice I smell, do I? Yeah, I'd say I always follow this. I always follow this. Oh, if your superior speak to you while you sit, stand up before you give an answer. Well, I don't think so. If we are both already sitting and speaking, then I don't think I should stand up, because it's weird. It's very weird. Weird being. I'm not a weird being. I'm a normal being. But if my superior is standing, then of course I will stand before I give an answer. Yeah. So I think it is sometimes, depending on the situation. Yeah. Speak not very loud, nor too low. Answer not one who is speaking to you till he is done. Well, certainly, I do believe I follow this most of the time. But sometimes, when I'm feeling too excited, I do tend to speak a little bit too loud. I do try not to, though. Please do pardon me if I do it. Strive not with your superiors in argument or discourse, but easily submit your opinion to their assertions. Well, I do think this depends on the situation. If, say, my superior and I are in the presence of company, then certainly, without any hesitation, I can say that I do follow this rule. However, if my superior and I are in private, then I do think my superior, if they were a decent person, I do believe my superior would appreciate if I do let them know if my opinion differs from theirs. Yes. And therefore, I shall put this odd coloured box in sometimes, because it depends on whether my superior and I are in the presence of company or not. Sorry, I just need to get a sip of water. I do apologise. Alright, on to the next item. If your superior speak anything wherein you know he is mistaken, correct not, nor contradict him, nor laugh at the hearing of it, but pass over the error without notice or interruption. Well, again, I do believe this depends on the situation. Whether we are in presence of company or if we are in private. I do believe if we are in private, I would let my superior know if I do believe that he or she or they have made a mistake of any kind. I believe if my superior was someone who is intelligent and humble, they would appreciate that I expressed my opinion to them. And yes, that is what I think. However, if we so happen as to be in the presence of company, then I certainly would not correct them, for that would be embarrassing for my superior and for myself. And so I shall put this under sometimes. Onwards to the next item. Speak not without Sir or some other title of respect, which is due to him to whom you speak. Yes or no, for I am sometimes shy and do not wish to address people by their name or title. The reason being, I am shy, and therefore I only do this when I'm not feeling shy, when I am not at all timid, but feeling brave and courageous at heart. Mention not frivolous or little things among grave persons or superiors. Always, always. For I do not wish to embarrass myself, and I do not wish to embarrass my superiors, who may not have anything much to say about the matter. If your superior hesitate in his words, pretend not to help him out. Certainly, in company, it would be best not to help him out, unless he is really struggling and I feel there is a need to help him out and I feel that he would appreciate it. In private, I would help him out, maybe, depending on whether he needs it or not. And so I would put this under sometimes. I see here that I have a lot of items under sometimes when it comes to superiors. I do not have anything much to comment on that. Come not very near to two that are whispering, neither ask what they converse upon. I do not do that, for it is rude, obviously. When your parent or master speaks to any person, speak not, nor hearken to them. Well, it really depends. It really depends. I would put this under most of the time. I do not think any explanation is necessary. If immodest words be used in your hearing, smile not, but settle your countenance, as if you did not hear it. Well, certainly, I would try not to smile. However, the human mind is not as tough as it may seem. Sometimes one cannot help but to smile at hearing indecent words. Well, however, I do try my best to hide it, and I do think I do a good job at hiding it. I would say most of the time I do follow this rule. Well, how are you enjoying my low and posh voice? I think we are due for a change again. What kind of voice should I do? Maybe this voice? Would that be better? No, it just hurts. It hurts my ears, and I'm sure it hurts yours as well. Well, sorry. Sip of water. Okay. Oh. Well, this is awfully tiring. I think I'm gonna rest my throat a bit. It's getting really tiring. So I think I'm gonna whisper a bit and talk in a soft voice. I do hope you don't mind. Well, maybe you can treat this as an ASMR. ASMR. Well, are you enjoying it? Then I shall continue. Boast not in discourse of your own wit or doings. Boast not in discourse of your own wit or doings. I do believe I do not do this. Certainly not in front of superiors, maybe in front of friends, because it's funny. But certainly not in front of superiors. No, certainly not. I would put this in always. There we go. Next. If your superior be relating a story, say not, I have heard it before, but attend to it as if it were altogether new to you. Seem not to question the truth of it. If he tell it not right, suggest not, nor endeavour to help him out, or add to his relation. Yes, I think I do it most of the time. But if it is a long story, then I would tell him or her, or they, that I have heard it before, for I want to save their time. I want to save their time, and I think they would appreciate it. They would appreciate it, for I have saved their precious time. Their oh so precious time, for they are superior, and thus they must be busy people. I'm not sure what I'm saying. Beware how you utter anything hard to be believed. Don't think I do that at all. Always. Now and forever. I do not think I do that at all. Interrupt no one in speaking, though he be your intimate. Interrupt no one in speaking, though he be your intimate. Well, if he is my intimate, I would certainly interrupt him if I find it necessary. But if he is not, then I do not interrupt their speaking. So I would say sometimes. I put this under sometimes. Again that I may cease to mourn through thy kind disdain, for now and I sit, I sigh, I weep, I faint, I die, in deadly pain and endless misery. Sorry for that. Just couldn't help but break into song. I hope you did enjoy that little performance of mine. I'm certainly not the best at singing. Coming into company when any topic is being discussed, ask not what was the preceding conversation, but listen to the remainder. Yes, certainly. If it is with my superiors, I pretty much almost always follow this rule. Laugh not in or at your own story, wit or jest. Laugh not in or at your own story, wit or jest. Certainly not in front of superiors, or at least I try not to, but sometimes I certainly cannot help it. So I would say I do follow this the majority of the time. Speaking of any distant person, it is rude and unmannerly to point at him. Yes, I do not point at people, certainly not in front of superiors at least, because it is rude, it is unmannerly, and it is undesired, certainly. Next up, be not over earnest in talking to justify your own words. I'm sorry, give me 1 minute. Need to check if my stream is frozen again, No, it is not. I am glad. I am very, very glad. And I do hope you are too. For my stream is not frozen, and it hasn't been frozen for the last 2 hours. Certainly a joyous occasion. Be not over earnest in talking, to justify your own words. I would put this in always. I think I am a rather humble person. I do not wish to boast, just wish to stay quiet. Let your words be modest about those things which concern only yourself. I do believe I follow this rule very well, especially to superiors, perhaps not to my peers, and especially not to those peers who I deem as my close friends, but to superiors I do follow this rule very closely. And the last and final rule regarding superiors: repeat not the words of a superior who asks you a question or talks to you. I am not sure what that means. I suppose that means not to ask them to repeat their words. Say sometimes, because sometimes I just fail to catch what they're saying, and so I have no choice but to ask them to repeat themselves. For if I'm to guess it myself, I would most probably be wrong. Next topic is good breeding. This is the final topic, for all the other topics don't really have much to rank about. This is not the entire book. This is the parts of the book where there are very clear bullet points that I can rank easily on a tier list. So this is the final rankable topic. This topic is good breeding. To show the politeness of a true gentleman, you must be quick to observe 4 things. Well, do you think I should crop the lower part to make space? There. I shall put this at the top of the page. A seat of honour, if you ask me. A seat of honour at the top of the page with all the other topics. The highest, most revered position on the tier list. What your place is. What my place is. I do think I can observe what my place is most of the time, although there have been instances where I failed to do so. What is due to every person? I do not think I'm so good at this one. Shall put this in sometimes. I do not have much to say about these. 3. How to do what is proper in an I am very sorry. Please do pardon me for my mistake. I shall repeat this one more time. 3. How to do what is proper in an agreeable manner. I think I'm always able to do this. Yes, always. How to make yourself acceptable to others in person, manners, and conversation. No, I am not good at this. I certainly am not good at this. which would explain why I am not a woman with many friends. However, I do have my friends, and I think I am improving with regards to this aspect. I'm sorry, I need to take a sip of water. Very nice. Next one. You can be as polite to the boot black as to the president. Yes, I agree with this very, very much. I do treat every person I meet with respect, unless they prove to me that they deserve otherwise. Certainly, a boot black may have the possibility of being even more worthy of respect than someone in as high of a position as the president. Social status does not guarantee whether that person is deserving of respect or not. This is very true, and I try to keep it in mind, and I do believe that I have succeeded to do so. Always. The final one, the final item of the final topic. A good enunciation is a distinctive mark of good breeding. Speak your words plainly and distinctly, and in a moderate tone of voice. Pronounce words in the manner that is used by the best bred persons, but not affectedly or with a strained precision. Avoid all vulgar or inaccurate vowel sounds, as co, ew, soit, for cow, oil, sight. Do not slip or smother your consonants, as gentleman for gentleman, morning for morning, and etc. Well, this very certainly depends on the situation in which I am talking. I do believe this applies to nearly all persons. Certainly, your accent may change depending on the situation that you find yourself in. The accent that you use to talk to your friends may be different from the accent that you use in a formal presentation. Even the accent that you use when you're talking to friends may be different depending on which friend you are talking to. Studies have shown that your accent is affected by the accent of the person whom you are talking to. And therefore, I do believe this belongs in sometimes. Or rather, nah. Because I can't be fucking bothered, so I'm going to put this in nah. Hello, Arclidos, how are you doing? Meow, meow, meow. Nah, I can't be bothered. Can't be bothered. Well, there you have it. These two are my complete tier lists of my evaluation of whether I would be a good and obedient and agreeable 19th century child in America. And I should say that these two rising slopes seem to indicate that I am overall an okay child. I would be an okay child in 1850s America. Certainly I have some disagreeable aspects. Certainly some disagreeable aspects that an adult in 1850s America would disagree with. However, I do believe I meet the standards most of the time. Truly an inspiration for 1850s American children everywhere. Yes, truly an inspiration indeed. I shall save my beloved tier list so that I can show this off to any 1850s child from America that I meet. Oh god. Yay! Finished! Very happy. I'm very happy with my results. It's getting kind of hot in my room. I have closed the window because it's very noisy outside, but I think it's okay to open it a bit. I'm unbuttoning my shirt. Don't know. I've been observing a lot of lewd VTuber content on the internet. I think that gets a lot of views. So I'm going to narrate what I'm doing. Okay, I'm unbuttoning my shirt because it's very hot. I'm tying my hair up because it's very hot. And my shirt is halfway unbuttoned. And if you were in front of me, you would be able to see that I lack what they call a cleavage because my booba are not very big. Is that lewd enough? Is that gonna get views on Twitch and YouTube? Well, right. Well, I suppose that's it then. Let me post a link to the book if you want to read it yourself. It is available on the Project Gutenberg website as a free ebook. It is copyright free. You can use it for whatever you want because it's very old. So yeah. That's about it from me. I suppose this is my end of stream announcement, so let's go. I have a Twitter and 2 YouTube channels and a Discord server that you can find in my About section on the top right hand corner. On Twitter I post updates and stuff. On YouTube I post thoughts and clips, and on Discord we just have fun, I guess. So if you like, do check them out. They are in my About section on the top right hand corner. Also remember to follow me on Twitch if you haven't already. And yep, that's it. Thank you for coming. Thanks for coming, Arclados. And thanks for coming, Frozen. It's been a very nice stream. I shall leave it right here then. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye, Bean.